James is on the line. James, you're on the Ken Coleman Show.
Hey, Ken, thank you for taking my call.
You bet. How can I help?
So I actually graduated college in the fall of 2012 with a degree in management and business.
Okay.
I moved to Dallas that same year, and I tried marketing myself as trying to get management jobs. Pretty much everywhere I went, they said, "That's nice. What experience do you have?" And when I didn't have an answer, they showed me the door.
Right.
And so, did you hear me?
Yeah, I heard you. I'm going absolutely. I'm following along.
So at this point, I'm actually working 2 jobs right now. I'm actually having a really good year, which sounds really weird to say in 2020, but I'm trying to see if I can use that to land myself a better paying day job. And so was that just not a great degree, or did I just not know how to market myself?
I think it's a fine degree, and I'm not able to really comment on how well you marketed yourself because I'm just not aware of what you did. We don't have time to break that down. I wouldn't be able to anyway. I think the issue is you didn't realize one key thing about somebody who wants to manage and lead. You cannot manage and lead until you learn how to follow. You just can't.
Fair enough.
I mean, you can go, I believe in teaching leadership. I really do. But you can go to all the leadership seminars in the world. We've got the Entre Leadership Summit coming up in July. It's the #1 leadership event in America. It's fantastic. You can go to every event. You can listen to every podcast. You can read every leadership book. You can go get a degree in management. But
it's all theory.
Well, it is all theory because you have to actually put it into play. So I actually think you're at a place right now where you've been a follower. And I think what you want to do is you want to be a really good follower who follows a good leader, and you put yourself in a position where you're in a healthy leadership structure and you get under a good leader and you make them look awesome and you learn from them, and then you look for opportunities to step up. You know, we've got multiple people on our operating board here, James, at Ramsey Solutions that started out as executive assistants. So how did they go from executive assistant to executive VP? What's your take on that? How do you think they did that? I want your answer.
If I had to guess, I would say putting in the time, showing dedication, showing potential for leadership, and asking for every opportunity available.
Yeah, and then they stepped into it. They worked hard. They won the now, and they got the opportunity for the next. And when they stepped into it, what'd they do? Everything you just said. They developed themselves. They kept figuring out how to lead people. They got more responsibility. They crushed it. And as a result, they got more opportunity and more opportunity. So I would tell you that you're in a position now probably to get a management job, I would think. Or the only thing holding you back is you're not in an environment where they are actively developing their team and promoting their team. See, Ramsey Solutions, you just show up here and crush the now and raise your hand and say, I'd be interested in the next and moving up, then they'll throw you in a group of people and they'll figure out if you have what it takes. But that's your next assignment. I think it's a full-time day job in an environment where you've got the opportunity to move up if you just do a great job. Because at the end of the day, you want to lead people, yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So find an environment where they are active in developing leaders. And that's what you go do. And here's the deal. I don't have any problem with you applying for management positions once you've done some leading or managing. Have you done any of that since the story you shared?
Actually, a couple years ago, I was working at a retail store, and I was trying to transition to management by working my way up. I spent about 18 months as a shift leader.
Yeah.
Where I was leading the team during the day.
Good. That's relevant.
Just before the deadline that they had promised me they could move me up to management, they changed their mind and said they were restructuring the company, and that's when I left.
Okay, great. But you at least you can say, I've led a team before. And I love the idea. I was thinking retail when you said that. The idea of you saying that, hey, look, I'm the night manager. Let me give you another idea. And again, I know COVID has really put a wacky timeline on all this. But
right.
I would tell you in the hotel or restaurant space where you don't need necessarily a ton of experience, even if it's a night shift or the overnight shift, or you manage the evening shift of a restaurant or something. Depends on the restaurant, how much experience they want. But the idea is you just want to take any role where you're leading a team of people and you just keep building up that. But I ultimately think getting into a corporate or small business setting for you where you're underneath a really good leader and you fill a role that you know that you've got the talent to do. I'm okay if it's talent only on this initial step, and then you work your way up. I think that's the path for you. And again, folks, I can't say this enough. You want to lead people? Then follow a really good leader. And there's two reasons why you want to follow a good leader. The first is you're going to see how they do it. You're going to see how they do it. This gets out of practicum here, and we're looking at just what they do. That's the first thing. The second thing you get out of this is a really good leader is going to elevate you. They will lift you up to a higher position because that's what leaders do. They pull people along. So that's why you want to get under a good leader if you want to lead. Trust me. That's really all you got to do. And then just show up and do a great job. It'll take care of itself.